From what?
Sephora. I have to spend a lot. No, I'm not doing that.
You know we are recording already, right?
Oh, sorry. I just got an email through about it. That's why. Put it away now.
Be careful of the the work hazard.
You know, like those experiments where they put hamsters in a cage and they like electrocute the hamster.
That's a very, very bad experiment, but okay.
It's to see whether the hamster will remember what happened and not do it again. Now I'm scared, you know? I'm like the hamster.
I'm not sure if they are. I think, yeah.
What?
I think they're getting. Let's try this. Yep. Okay. So, hi guys. We are back again. The amount of pause and resume, pause and
I know.
I kind of forget what episode this is already.
Soz. Let me check what episode. I think it's
Episode 14, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was Unlucky for Sam, episode 13. Let's have a look.
No, I think that was our previous episode.
Taking bets?
Am I right?
I don't know. I just in our latest episode. I don't know what episode this is.
Can we go to our Spotify and see what episode this is? And the previous episode is 13. Yes, unsafe work environment. Yep.
Oh, so this is 14.
Yeah. So the unlucky episode is the one where
The one that I got electrocuted. It was unlucky.
So yeah.
That's why we haven't been doing it for so long. I just don't want to get electrocuted
on medical
again.
leave and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. MC.
No, apparently I've read somewhere in Japan they don't really take sick leave. Right?
Yeah.
Their work ethic there is, I don't know, I would say is
Crazy.
yeah, pretty much close to inhumane, isn't it?
I don't know. I guess we can't say unless we actually work for ourselves.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say inhumane. It's not like it's like slave labor or anything.
I mean,
It's not like it's like working in like sweatshops in like
okay, that is bad. Okay, let's just not use that.
Bangladesh or something, you know, like.
Yeah, but let's not use that because
then don't use the term inhumane then, because it's not.
Because if you normalize something, like for example, I want to just work the amount of hour that I'm supposed to work.
Yeah.
You know, but everyone was like, you know what, the boss has not left the building. We have to stay.
Oh yeah, they don't pay for like overtime and
Yeah,
stuff.
so they are normalizing that kind of behavior. So I don't
know.
You know. So yeah, at least there's also I read somewhere that someone is trying to fight for a 4-day work week in Singapore.
Well, I saw this article that said that somewhere in Scandinavia, I want to say Sweden.
I think it is. They've
Sweden. Already done a 4-day.
Yeah, and
work
apparently,
week, and it's really successful.
Yeah, apparently, the productivity increases. Also, the mood of the worker improve. They are less stressed, I guess. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, I think this pandemic has proved more than anything that people can be left to their own devices at home and work from home and still get the job done, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think this whole office culture is particularly necessary, you know?
Yeah, because I think recently people start to realize that you can actually work from home.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in my old jobs, we used to get docked pay if we were a couple of minutes late.
Oh yeah, you told me before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous. I understand if someone's consistently late, then they need to be reprimanded. But if it's a couple of minutes,
yeah,
you don't have to dock their pay, you know.
And how much did they dock? If it's a couple of minutes, they dock an hour straight away, innit?
I can't remember, but I remember this one job. I was working part-time when I was doing my master's at this financial brokerage, and they said, okay, this is basically it was an 8-hour shift, right? And they said you can choose to take your half-hour break anywhere between, say it was 12 and 2, right? So one day I chose to take it half an hour later than I normally did. Say, for example, I normally took it at 1. I chose to take it at 1:30 on this day. So at 2 o'clock, I came back and like the woman who hired me, she like pulled me over and she was like, you came back from your lunch break late. And I was like, no, I didn't. I went on my lunch break at 1:30 today. So I went for half an hour. And she went, well, I'm going to dock you half an hour's pay today so that you don't do it again. And I thought, what? I didn't do anything. And the annoying thing was in that job, you could check everyone's stats on how productive everyone had been that day. And mine was always at the top. And some of the other people were literally just sitting at the computers, like not doing anything. And they were never pulled up for it. But I was the most productive and apparently came back late from my lunch break and they docked me.
Well, that is sad because like sometimes, like for example, I used to work at this place called okay, I don't want to say it. So I used to work at a place that doesn't even allow you to have a proper lunch break. Like lunch break, everyone eat in the stall.
That's really bad.
Yeah, it is. So like, it's time for you to have your lunch. Go, heat up your lunch, or because they have a microwave, or go and buy your lunch and sit there and eat it.
I've
Like,
noticed
at the
in
counter.
Singapore. Yeah, I've noticed in Singapore a lot of businesses like shops and stuff. People will eat their lunch in the shop, and that's like I think that's really really bad. That's really
Well,
unprofessional.
Yeah, and it's not supposed to be like that
No,
because
no one wants
like
to come into a store and see someone like sitting eating. Like you don't want to go into a shop and see that.
yeah, and
It's better just sitting out the back or something. Like,
yeah, and they work from like I believe it was 10 o'clock. No, yeah, 10 till 9. So the working hour is very long, right? So it's 10 to 9. That is like 11 hours. There's no proper break, and you work like 6 days a week.
That's really bad.
So
That's really bad.
yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is definitely against the MOM rule because like there is like a 44-hour rule in MOM. Like you have to only work 44 hours a week, regardless of 5 days or 6 days. And if you work more than 44 hours, the subsequent hours is supposed to be paid as OT. OT is calculated as 1.5 of what you've regularly earn. So when I realized that this company didn't do this, and then I see like the amount of complacent like employee there, like they just don't want to work.
Of course, you wouldn't want to if somewhere treats you like that. You don't want to do.
Yeah, and then they are
job, do you?
rude. They are rude to the customer and stuff. But I was happy to get a job, so I was just working perfectly. And I see like when I observe all this, I start to wrote a anonymous letter to MOM. I say what happened if a company did this. So MOM gave me a reply, and I confronted the boss. I said, if an unhappy employee know they're right, they will write this to MOM, and this will get you in trouble. Something need to change. Then he was like, yeah, we are changing it. We are changing. You don't have to do this to me.
I bet it never changed though.
Actually, after I quit, like 8 months later, after I worked there for 8 months, nothing changed, right? So after I quit, like things slowly changed.
Oh, okay. That's better than.
Yeah. So like their CPF is kind of like they get more in the CPF because they are filing the exact amount of salary that they're supposed to get, because that company give you cash every month.
Oh, cash in hand, so that
Yeah.
they don't have to pay CPF.
No, they do, because the CPF is contributed by the employer, right?
Yeah.
So they are filing less. So like for example, I give you 2.5 a month. That's your salary. So technically, you're earning 3.2k. So
Yeah.
so they will put some in the CPF, and then they have to pay.
Yeah, they're
A certain
2.5. Yeah.
But no, they're paying the minimum amount of CPF every month.
That's bad.
It is. So
very bad.
when this happened, they started to change everything. So,
Yeah.
but still, like when I go back and visit my old colleague, none of them are happy.
Well,
Most of
why are
them
they
are
still
gone.
there? That's stupid.
One guy is left.
Why?
I don't know
Why would
because
you stay somewhere that you don't like?
I don't know. I ask him every day.
Just go and
Like
get
every
another
time I
job.
see him.
Like, to be honest with you, it's not that difficult to find. I mean, obviously for me, I'm on an employment pass. Of course, it'd be difficult for me to go and find a new job. If you're like a Singaporean, go find a new job. It's easy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like work in a shop, work in 7-Eleven, anything, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. But the thing is, I don't know. There must be something that he's not telling me. You get what I mean?
No, I think it might be complacency.
Could be.
Because, like, a lot of people, I know a lot of people that they complain about their job. Like back at home, for example, they complain about their job, but they don't actively search for a new job.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Just comfortable.
Yeah. Could be. Because a lot of the people that I used to work with are no longer around. You know, the one that is around is either the old birds, what we are call it, like the pioneer batch that have been working there for a long time. You know, the one that joined around the same time as me, most of them are gone. So,
What else?
but what else? Recently there's also like a spike of good, good-hearted people, I guess, being
A spike.
yeah, like, because it's usually I don't know, bad deeds is the one that is get documented a lot. But recently, like, there's one guy who have like millions of followers on TikTok. He actually gave $500 to taxi driver, like not just one, 10 taxi drivers.
Don't you think people that post that on their TikTok, though, just shows that they're just doing it to look good?
I mean,
If
could
you
say-
want to do something like that, you could do it just like, you don't, why do you have to film it?
could be because they want to promote like good behavior. Or
I think you're being too naive and a bit too nice there.
yeah,
People
could be.
do it so that people are like, wow, you're amazing.
No, for me, this is my point of view. Okay, like he is like famous and he is doing something good and showing people that he's doing it, so that like other people can call out the rest of the famous people. Like, why are you not? You know,
No, that's stupid. You don't know what people are doing. They could be giving to charity. You don't have to tell everyone that you're giving to charity. You
Yeah.
don't have to post online that you're doing it. It's this whole like oversharing on social media.
But for me, I think like if the bad is highlighted so much, I think the good should be highlighted as well. So I think this is part of the.
Yeah, but not by yourself.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's incredibly self-centered. It's like, look, I'm such a good person. No, I don't agree with that sort of stuff.
But it went viral though. So
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
There you go.
no,
That's what he
there's-
wanted.
there's-
There you
there's,
go.
Like, okay, there's other example as well, but they did it themselves. So there's one where a guy tried to buy one newspaper for $50. He gave the auntie $50. He said, "Keep the change." The auntie's like, no, this is against my moral. No, the newspaper doesn't cost $50. So she actually gave the guy $50 worth of product, like different newspapers and stuff like that. I said, "You can keep that. Distribute the newspaper to whoever want it, because you gave me $50 worth of product. I'm not supposed to keep the rest of the change." So this also highlight the other spectrum. Like, sometimes people who you know see themselves as independent don't want charity. You know,
Yeah.
there's also like this gangster auntie that I show you the video. She's just walking around giving $50 to construction worker, and this one was actually like captured by the construction worker. So
Yeah.
this will be, according to you, the proper way of giving back, innit? Because
Yeah.
she didn't document it herself.
No, exactly, right? That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but at least, I don't know. I think for me at least, I think it's a good thing. A spark of positivity.
You're way too naive, you are. It's not a spread of positivity. Filming yourself doing something, like all those people that film themselves buying homeless people food. Why are you filming it?
I don't know.
It's not spreading positivity. It's to make yourself look good. Which proves the point that lots of people only give to charity and do charitable things to make themselves look good.
Yeah, some people are like that.
Well, then there you go.
Do you think most people are like
Yes,
that though?
I do.
I would just say some. Yeah. Mr. Naive over here.
Yeah, you're incredibly naive.
Uh,
Look at the world like how it is, you know? The world is not all good.
of course, and the world is not all bad as well. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, you are very naive when you look at things. You never see the other side of it.
For me, I think I just refuse to do it because there's
Yeah, which
already.
is annoying.
I wouldn't call it annoying.
This is how you get yourself, like, scammed and stuff. And people walk all over you.
For me, I think.
Also, how many times have you said "for me" in this podcast?
I mean, because it's my perspective.
It's okay, then you don't have to keep saying "for me." You've already stated that.
Okay. Maybe I just wanna, be Mr. Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
To you, yes, I know, I get it.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, you've been learning how to ride a bike, and it's been successful, isn't it? I would say it's successful.
I don't want people on the podcast to know that I can't ride a bike. Please cut. No, please. No, it's very embarrassing for me, Daniel. Not many people know that. You've told more people than I have that I can't ride a bike. I don't like telling people. What?
Okay. Okay.
Talk about something else.
Okay. So, how was your? Wait, did we do our last podcast before your birthday or after? It was so long ago.
I can't remember. Surely it was after.
I don't think it's after. I think it's before.
Really?
Yep. I think it's before. And then after your birthday, just nothing else happened. I mean, plenty of things happened, but 5th July, yes.
Oh, it was before. It was before, yeah. It was
So,
nice, wasn't it?
I think I did a great job. Hey, yay for me.
You did a really good job. We had a good time.
This Chinese restaurant that I took you in is very good, isn't it? Like, it's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
For a Chinese person to say a Chinese cuisine is very, very good. It is something.
Yeah, that restaurant was great.
Yeah, because
in the
I've
Fullerton,
been. It's at the Fullerton. What is it called? Is it Jade?
Yeah.
Is it just Jade or
Yeah.
something?
No, it's just Jade.
Okay, because I know there's another restaurant called the Crystal Jade, right?
Yeah. That's a chain of restaurants.
Yeah, that's different. This one is just a standalone. I don't think they have any franchises.
It was really pretty as well. Like all the decor was really nice, wasn't it?
And oh my god, like
the food was so good. To be fair, we were already very full from like all the free food we got at Marina Bay Sands.
Oh yeah, because we have the Club 55 thingy and that is very. I love the Club 55.
Just eating and drinking constantly. Oh my god.
I think which night was it that they have the onde? Was it your birthday night or the night after?
You ate like 12 onde.
Yeah.
Which is, for those who don't know what it is.
Okay, onde is a Indonesian I wouldn't call it snack.
It's a dessert, darling. It's a dessert.
No, sometimes you eat it before, but it's dessert. Okay, it's like glutinous rice ball with what red sugar? No, what sugar is that? Raw sugar, the red one. Can you help me, please?
It's your cuisine. It's Indonesian, right?
Yeah, but
tell the people what's inside it then.
Gula Melaka. That's all I know.
Yes.
So I'm not sure what is it called in English.
Just raw sugar, yeah.
Yeah, so raw sugar, they melt it, they wrap the glutinous rice on it, and then they put coconut flakes.
Desiccated coconut.
Yeah. So it's this smaller. I have 12 of those, so it's very nice.
I had unlimited champagne, so that was lovely for me.
Wait, was yours is champagne or was it the other one that is not?
The first night I had Prosecco, and then the second night I had champagne.
Yeah, until I met you, I didn't know what's the difference. Like,
There's a massive difference. Champagne can only be from the Champagne region of France.
yeah, I mean,
Prosecco is from Italy. And it has to be like
from
bottled in Italy. So, near where I used to work, there used to be a Prosecco bar, but they had it all coming out of taps, and they had to call it something different.
sparkling wine.
Yeah, because even though technically it's Prosecco, it hadn't been bottled in Italy. It was like coming out the tap, right? So they couldn't call it that. Fun fact.
Why though?
And Cava comes from Spain and Brut comes from Germany. There you go. There's a short history on sparkling wines for you.
I don't get it. Like, does it taste the same?
No, they taste very different.
Really?
Yeah, they all taste really different.
I mean, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know. Yeah, you had unlimited of that.
Oh, it was so good.
And
then I muttered the word tequila, and the next thing you know, there's some tequila shot sat next to me. That was horrible.
Yeah, so be careful what you say on.
Yeah, and then the waitress had the cheek to say that, like, to you, oh, you'll be looking after her later. That wasn't the case. You ate 12 onde cakes.
Whoa, but that didn't make me drunk or tipsy or anything.
Yeah, but I didn't need looking after. I was fine.
Yeah, you did. We even went to play this VR thing.
Oh my god, it was so scary with zombies.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was
though.
really
It was fun.
It was really
And
good.
I was surprised on how well you handle yourself. Like, because I
Yeah.
thought like you will be like
I was like in the zone, you know? Like, it was so immersive. I was like, right, I'm here to kill these zombies. I was like in it, like reloaded my gun. And at one point they were coming from everywhere. I was like pew, 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 spinning around in a circle.
It was like, I think,
That was intense.
but based on your experience, you
Yeah.
have played a lot of like VR games, right?
That was the best VR I've been to because it was like free roam.
Yeah.
So you're in like a really big, is it like a warehouse or something?
No, it's like you can call it that, but it's not as big as a warehouse. I think it's as big as our condo.
No, it's bigger.
bigger?
It was way bigger.
Double?
Because I didn't bump into anything. I was running all over the place. It was huge. So like the other VR I've been to was maybe like half the size of our condo, and you couldn't
Have to stand still.
Yeah,
right?
you have to stand still. You couldn't move out of that point, and things come at you, and you just shoot them. Whereas this one was like
You can dodge.
you can run around everywhere. I think it was like a warehouse size kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was really good how they did it because, you know, there'd be bits where you have to like climb up the stairs or like go up a ramp and stuff. And it actually felt like you were doing that.
Yeah, but I find it weird because like I'm so used to when I climb up the stairs, I adjust my center of gravity.
Yeah, that's it.
So-
It kind of throws you off a little bit, doesn't it? But it was so good.
Yeah, because like it's all flat, like the
Yeah.
whole warehouse.
The
But
scariest part was the fact that when we started, we then were in two different areas in the game.
Yeah.
But we could still communicate with each other. I think I was just like, where are you? Most of the time.
yeah, exactly. Like, but at one point of the game, in the beginning, I think you came to my section, and then you have to be guided back to your
Yeah, the
section.
woman was like, can you not go over there, please?
You have to walk through the wall.
I just didn't want to be by myself, you know?
Yeah, but it's funny to see you emerge, like
Like
just come out of like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Like the reverse of that Homer Simpson meme. Instead of like going into the hedge, it's like coming out the hedge.
Oh, Daniel, there you are. I'm like, are you supposed to be here?
What was the scariest part in that for you?
The sewer.
I was about to say that was the scariest bit
Right.
for me. So you're in this bit and it's like the sewer of the whatever building it is, right?
Yeah.
And then they come out of the water.
Yeah.
They come from the pipes. You turn around, they're coming from behind you, and you're in the water as well. Oh my god, that was scary.
that was scary. Like sometimes when you turn, right, there's nothing. You turn around, nothing. Next thing when you turn, he's in front of your face. Oh, where the hell do you come from?
And the thing I hate the most, fat zombies.
Oh yeah.
Because they take like 6 shots to kill them or
no
something.
more. I think it's more.
Yeah.
I unload the whole clip at them and they're still walking. I have to reload and then shoot them again.
And there was a boss level in the one we did as well, which the other VRs I've done, there was not a boss level.
Oh yeah, the helicopter, right?
Yeah, that was
That
hard.
is irritating. I died multiple times during that
Me too.
boss battle.
Thank goodness that we had unlimited lives.
Yeah.
But that was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. And there's a scoring system as well, isn't it?
I think you won.
Yeah. I mean, we did well together, but I won.
Yeah, we were on a team.
So I think next time when we go, we have to go in groups of 4.
That's if they let us, because at the moment, well, it was literally like, so the weekend of my birthday, you could dine in, but in 2s. In groups of 2.
Yes.
And then on the Monday, when we were still in the hotel, it changed to groups of 5 again, which was really weird to see, because when I would see people sitting in a 3 at a table, I'd be like, oh, what are they doing? And then the next week is when we went back into a lockdown.
Because
it lasted not even a week.
Because here's one thing that you guys don't know, if you know, listening from overseas, there's a spike in cases because of people going to the KTV.
Explain what that is.
Okay, there's 2 types of KTV in Singapore.
Now, what is a KTV?
KTV is a karaoke lounge.
Yeah.
So
like in the UK, for example, karaoke is it's normally like at a bar in front of like the whole bar to see. Whereas in Asia, that's not the case.
In Asia, you have to book like private rooms and stuff so you can sing with your friends. So there are 2 types, right? One is a legit place where you go there just to sing your hearts out with your friends. You know, you can book an entire room, 8 people, 5 people, no problem. Sometimes it's just a small room for 2 people where you can just sing. And enjoy yourself. So that is the legit one, such as the Teo Heng KTV and stuff like that, right? Then there is another one where it is more, I would say, M18 type, you know? Like there's like escort and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the thing, if you think about it. Here, KTVs are small private rooms, so a lot of businesses have leveraged on how private they can be.
Yeah, so they are not supposed to be operating during this pandemic.
No, you're not supposed to do anything like singing or any like musical instruments or anything like that.
Yeah, so they are operating illegally.
Yeah.
Right? So to the cherry on top is...
So they're brothels, basically. They're brothels.
Yeah.
Because you go, it's still a KTV, there's still karaoke.
Yep.
You have alcohol, food, and girls. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, this is a fun fact, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure you know this. Do you know why there was a cluster in the fish market and then in the KTV? Because one of the lady that was working in the escort in the KTV worked at the fish market in the morning.
Really, like selling fish?
I'm not sure what's her job, but she was there. So she's the I would call the main spreader.
Oh.
Yeah. So and then if you don't already know, the KTV ladies here, they sit with you, but she's not exclusively yours because she will go around to different
all the rooms, right? Yeah.
Because
especially if you don't want to pay anymore, then she'll just go.
Because like you just pay, I think like $50 for her to sit with you, and then if you want more time with her, you have to pay more. So like she'll sit with you for 10 to 20 minutes. She says, "I'll be right back." She go out. If she comes back, good for you. If not, you
blew your chance.
Yeah. No, but you don't pay her in the beginning. You pay her at the end. So if she wants that $50, she have to spend more time with you. So she have to really know how to calculate that. I think, you know.
I thought it was put at the bill at the end of the KTV.
No, you pay to the lady straight away.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, so basically that's why we're in a lockdown again now, because all these old men went to these karaoke places, unvaccinated.
Yeah. There's still a lot of like anti-vax people I rediscovering new like friend of mine that is anti-vax.
No, really?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I thought what the hell, what? And it's also funny to me because like they they seem so smart, like they know how to invest, they know like a lot of things, but then when it comes
Don't know
to
about
this,
this, yeah. I just don't get it, because why is it with this vaccine that people have all of a sudden become anti-vaxxers? Because vaccines have been around. It's actually one of the oldest forms of medicine, right? Vaccines. I mean,
like there's vaccine for malaria,
yeah, I mean, when
vaccine
we
for
are babies, we get measles, mumps, and rubella, all these kind of. That's why.
chickenpox.
Yeah, that's why. Actually, in the UK, we don't get vaccinated against chickenpox.
Oh, we do. We have that
And I know
option.
in the US you do as well. So, but like all these things, and that's why so many diseases have been eradicated. So I don't understand why all of a sudden with this vaccine, suddenly everyone's an expert on vaccinations.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
There's also a few newscaster in the states that are anti-vax recently became like pro-vax.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at America and all the people that are in hospital because they haven't got a vaccine, it just
Yeah.
shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then there's also like post that says it breaks my heart to tell you, but it's too late for you to get a vaccine
Yeah, you can't get the vaccine
once you got hit by the virus in it.
and you have to wait 3 months. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess if your condition has worsened, then you can't get the vaccine anymore because like it's pretty much you are going to die. So
Well, that's the thing. I mean, how bad is it? Yeah.
yeah. So it's very sad like to see like all these anti-vax started to believe in the vaccine at the worst state of their life.
I mean, that's always the case, isn't it? It's a little too late. Hindsight is a
Yeah.
funny, fickle friend, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
So for me, like I don't know, you should change your algorithm, man, because like because this is a thing, right? If you are looking at things at a constant basis, your algorithm will just feed you that.
that's very true. And I think that's one of the dangers of social media. And I think that's how like that whole QAnon thing got really popular at one point. Because if you watch one stupid video on Facebook, then all of it is going to be like that, right? It's
I
just
don't
gonna
think it's one. I think like if that same day you do at least 3 or 5, then the algorithm
yeah,
will just
exactly. And that's what it will show you.
yeah.
And so if what you watch is like videos about anti-vax stuff, then that's what will start cropping up on your social media, which is a big
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. So I now I'm a firm believer of like just watching everything, like
I'm not.
for me I don't want to just be stuck in an algorithm. I
Watch
wanna,
everything, but then you're going to start getting all these silly things about how anti-vax stuff.
yeah, but I'll just laugh over it and then just move on to the next like other
I think
things.
some opinions do not need to be heard. This is where you and I differ. You think that everyone's opinion should be heard. I think some opinions do not deserve to be heard. If there's scientific proof behind something, you can't really make an argument the other way on that, can you?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
some people don't believe that gravity exists, and they're still given a voice to voice that opinion. What? No. That shouldn't be allowed, should it?
Oh yes, like the flat.
They're like these flat earth people. I think those people should not be given a soapbox. Like, it's just ridiculous.
This is funny.
It's stupid. Like,
No, like I remember watching this video with you where this guy is like trying to convince us that flat earth theory
oh
need
my god, yeah.
to get more light because I don't know where they get all
I
these.
don't know where they get it from either, but it's really funny because Ollie, our friend, he is a space engineer, right? So he was, and I often have this conversation in it, like, okay, the thing that bothers me, probably one of my biggest pet peeve, is people that don't have an educated opinion that are still so adamant about voicing that point of view. So like he's a space engineer, right? And he said that he's like got into arguments with flat earthers before. And he's like, it pisses me off so much because they say all this crap and then Ollie's like, no, actually, this is the scientific proof behind it. And then they'll always say, oh, well, I just haven't done my research in that area, so I'm not choosing to believe it. And that's what bothers me. And the thing is, right, so my undergraduate was in evolution, like paleontology and human origins and evolution is like my area of expertise, right?
Oh, we can get to that later.
So the amount of arguments I've had with people that are like, I just don't think there's enough information about the theory of evolution. And I'm like, don't worry, I've studied it for 4 years. Like, I'm pretty, like, it shouldn't really be called a theory anymore. Like, it's pretty much fact. It's accepted. Even the bloody Catholic Church accepts it as something that is valid and happened. And happens. Like, evolution happens, right? And the people that argue it, and they're just like, well, I just can't understand the logic behind it, so I choose not to believe it. And oh my God, it annoys me so much. Like, don't argue with a scientist about something. That's what annoys me.
So here's one fun fact as well. Like, even right now, we can witness evolution in action.
Oh yeah.
Like our grandfather or great grandfather have additional teeth at the back.
I still have those.
Like, you know, those wisdom tooth
Yeah.
support, like back during their day, it is still shown. Like it'll grow.
Yeah, mine is. Some people still are. But yes, you're right. Some people are being born without these teeth.
So because
same as an appendix, right? Yeah.
Really? Appendix?
Loads of people now are being born without an appendix. Because the whole point of an appendix is that it helps with the digestion of grass, which obviously we don't eat grass anymore.
Ah. Oh, so okay, that's something I don't know. But like that is one of the evolution of people. Like when our body decided to like generation after generation, like if somehow in your body they discover like that is not needed anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it will, who knows?
Well, I mean, even elephants now are being born without tusks because, like, you know, people poach elephants with tusks. So, like, evolution, you know, the genome or whatever has realized that if an elephant is born with tusks, their survival rate is not very high. So now elephants are being born without tusks, which is very sad, but, like, I mean, that's what they need to do to survive. So that is proof that evolution exists, you know? Yeah. Oh, the amount of arguments I've had with people that say that evolution isn't real. It really bugs me. This one guy, just some random, you know, when you're like, I was in a club, just like sat, minding my own business, and then this guy comes and starts talking to us, and I'm like, okay, I'll entertain this person. Then he starts talking about stuff, and I'm like, listening, little red flags start popping up. Then he tells me that he doesn't believe that volcanoes exist.
What?
And I'm like,
what?
It's one thing saying that you don't believe that dinosaurs exist.
Well, you can't even say.
No, you can't, but, you know.
No, unless you say dinosaurs don't exist now.
But they do exist now, birds exist, so, you know.
Oh, yeah. This is a form of, yeah. It's okay.
But yeah, he was like, I just don't.
Over here, man.
He was just like, I don't understand how a hill could have fire inside. And I was like, but like volcanoes, they erupt all the time.
Yeah, news of it erupting.
What do you think Pompeii is? All those, you can go to the ruins in Pompeii. Like, I've been, you see all the people that have been like encased in the ash, right? He's just like, no, I just don't see how that can exist.
This is crazy,
right?
I can't.
That is like mind blowing to me. But I bet flat earthers don't believe in that sort of stuff. Because, right, flat earthers don't believe in
There's a core.
There's a core. And volcanoes are obviously linked to like tectonic plates and like all the levels of molten rock. So I bet flat earthers don't believe that. We should ask one. Flat earthers, if there's one listening. Do you believe in volcanoes?
Oh yeah, speaking about you being a paleontology.
Being a paleontology.
I mean, being someone who is
yes, what's that word? Being a paleontology?
No. Someone who have studied.
I'm a paleontologist. Yes,
Yes.
paleontologist.
Okay. You are a certified paleontologist, right?
Yes.
Someone actually asked you for a professional opinion on their fossils, correct?
Oh,
Collections
good
and it.
lord. So, I'm on many of these.
Wait, give me a second. Hello. Yes, we are expecting a visitor. Thank you. Goodbye. So, oh yeah, in case you guys don't know, every time there's a guest coming in, I'll get a call. So
No, we're just going to cut that bit out.
no, it's okay. So yeah, someone asked me.
So, someone posted on Facebook on like one of these groups that I was a part of, being like, random question, is anyone a paleontologist? So I commented and I said, I'm not a working paleontologist because there ain't no jobs in paleontology now. But, you know, I have a master's and blah, blah, blah. And so she messaged me saying, oh, great, I've got an older man who's a neighbor and he has a fossil collection he'd really like some advice on. So I was like, great, sure, send him my number. Love looking at fossils. Thought it was going to be like, you know, the usual stuff, some trilobites, some ammonites, some shells,
Some teeth.
the usual kind of fossils that you get. Oh my good God. This man texts me,
Send you pictures and stuff.
send me so many pictures, and he seems to think that he has hundreds and hundreds of dinosaur eggs.
Not hundreds, okay. Tens.
There's loads. There's like loads of clusters of eggs, right? Like nests, full on nests from China. Bit of background. Fossils that are found in China cannot be taken out of China. It's illegal. It's like a really serious crime.
More illegal than smuggling drugs. by the
Yeah,
way.
it's really, really illegal because some of the best fossils in the whole world come from China because of the Lagerstrasse, which means that the rock is like perfect condition. The soil was perfect condition for fossils to form. So loads of fossils from China are like the best of the best, right?
Yeah.
So he seems to think that he's got all these dinosaur eggs literally just lying around his apartment, like on the table and stuff. And I was looking at these pictures and I was like, this is highly unlikely, right? How he said like, oh, my friend sold them to me for a very, very cheap price.
For a friend,
And I
price.
said, why is your friend smuggling fossils out of China for? Like, that's...
Then his
it just
defense was, oh no, he actually buy it in Hong Kong from
Yep.
someone that got it from China. I don't know.
And I said, why would they be selling it so cheap? And he said, oh, fossil collecting wasn't a thing back then. Okay, fossil collecting has been a thing since like the 1800s, probably even before that, right?
Yep.
History, look it up. So I'm like, okay, this just, do you know what I mean? Like, as a logical person, even if I didn't have to look at the fossils, just think about all these things. Just doesn't seem very logical, right?
Very flat earther.
No, but then when you look at these fossils, it's very obvious that they're all made out of clay. Like, they're all fake, right? You can tell, you can see the seam of where someone has put two casts together to let the mold set. It's light in color. It's like that clay, flaky kind of color and texture. And it just looks, okay, dinosaur eggs.
And there's a lot of like inconsistency as well, right?
Well, like dinosaur eggs don't look like a perfect like ostrich egg, right? A lot of them are very long that you can't really, and a lot of them are smashed as well. So you can't really tell that it's an egg. Like a normal person looking at it wouldn't be able to tell that it's an egg. These are all like perfectly formed spherical eggs. And I'm just like, this isn't real. So I said very nicely, like, these appear to be, I didn't say fake, I used the word replica because I thought that's a very nice way of putting it.
My stuff is not fake. It's a replica.
I said, these appear to be replicas. Oh my good golly, he was not taking that for an answer. He was like, no, this is real. Why would someone sell me a replica? And I'm thinking, why would someone sell you a real one? You know, it's more likely that you've bought a replica than a real one. I said, like, look, think about it. These kind of things would be in private collections or very famous museums. You can't just be going around buying dinosaur nests. Oh, and there was hip bone. I showed you the hip bones.
Yeah.
And the hip bones, whole, perfect, like, I think it was supposed to be like a plesiosaur fossil.
Or was it like there's also feathers, isn't it?
Something that had feathers on it? Come on. Feathers only were discovered in the fossil record like a few decades ago. They're so rare. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Well.
Ollie says he's here, by the way.
Oh, okay. So
the long and short of that is I said that I would ask my friends, and I sent it to my paleontology uni group, and they also agreed with me and said, yes, these are all fake. Yeah. So
have you updated him? No.
I told him, but he's not listening to me, so I don't even know what the point was. I think...
Sorry. Ollie's downstairs.
I think he just wanted to show off his fossil collection, really, because he didn't actually ask for any advice on it.
I think the moral of the story here is...
no good deed goes unpunished.
Yep. So,
that's the last time I help anyone identify some fossils. I'm retiring from paleontology, guys. Sorry, thank you. It's been lovely knowing you. Yeah. I'm no longer a paleontologist. I'm not going to tell anyone else about my degree anymore. I can't. Please don't come to me with your fake fossils, please.
So, okay. I guess that's the title of the show. I'm retiring
from paleontology.
So yeah, thank you for listening to us and watching us. Subscribe, like, blah blah blah. So
bye
guys.